if I told you that Cleopatra is closer to us than she is to the pyramids? Or that samurai could have taken selfies if they wanted to? History isn't what you think it is. We imagine it as neat timelines, ancient, medieval, modern. But reality? It's messy, overlapping, almost absurd, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. You'll see how ancient civilizations overlap with modern technology, how legendary warriors lived alongside inventions you'd recognize today, and how the world is way more connected across time than we think. By the end of this, history won't feel like something distant anymore. It'll feel uncomfortably close. Let's talk about Cleopatra. She ruled Egypt around 2,000 years ago. Now compare that to the Great Pyramid of Giza, which was completed around 4,500 years ago. That's a gap of over 2,500 years. To put that into perspective, Cleopatra lived closer to the invention of the iPhone than to the construction of the pyramids. So when Cleopatra looked at the pyramids, she wasn't looking at something modern in her time. She was looking at something ancient, something already mysterious. Even for her, the pyramids were history. Now imagine medieval Europe. You probably picture armored knights, swords, castles, and battles. And you're right. But at the exact same time, students were sitting in classrooms. The University of Oxford started teaching as early as 1096. Meanwhile, the Crusades were happening between 1096 and 1291. So while knights were fighting in brutal wars across continents, other people were debating philosophy, studying science, and writing essays. It's like having Harvard exist during a full-scale medieval war. History isn't one thing happening at a time. It's everything happening at once. Now let's go to Japan. The samurai didn't just exist in ancient times. They were still around until the late 1800s. That means they overlapped with events like the American Civil War. Even crazier, photography already existed. The first practical photograph was created in 1826. So yes, it is technically possible that a samurai could have been photographed. Imagine that. A traditional warrior, captured by modern technology. Let's move to the Roman Empire. At its peak, Rome controlled vast territories across Europe, Africa, and the Middle East. But when the Romans arrived in Egypt, the pyramids were already ancient. By the time of Julius Caesar and later Augustus, the pyramids were over 2,000 years old. That's like us visiting ruins from 4,000 years ago. To the Romans, Egypt wasn't just another province. It was a land of deep history. Even ancient people had their own ancient past. Now this one sounds completely fake, but it's real. Woolly mammoth didn't all disappear at once. Some populations continued to survive until about 1650, before the Common Era on isolated islands. That means, when the pyramids were being built, there were still mammoths walking the earth, humans building massive stone structures, while giant prehistoric animals still existed. It feels like two different worlds, but they overlapped. Finally, let's talk about something unexpected. Nintendo was founded in 1889. Yes, Nintendo. Before video games, before Mario, before electricity was common in homes. At the time, they were making playing cards. Now compare that to the unification of Italy. Italy as a unified country is only slightly older than Nintendo, so a company you associate with modern gaming is actually older than some modern nations. Let that sink in.